Hello and welcome to the read. I don't know what got into me today, but I decided that I wanted to do the Gemini reading today as well. So that's 3 readings in one day. Oh my gosh. I actually started this reading. Unfortunately, my iPhone storage went out. And it was shaping up to be such a good reading. So sorry about that. Again, I'm learning, I'm growing. You know, I, I'll as I learn and as I continue to grow, so will my systems. So that was interesting. That almost popped out, but it didn't. It was such a nice reading. It started off with the 5 of Swords and it ended with the Ace of Swords. And I'm like, oh, come on, perfect for Gemini. But let's see what this one brings out. And I didn't want to, just come here with the cards already placed. I kind of think that seeing the shuffle is important in a reading. So I didn't just want to come back here. The cards were already placed and laid down, but I just didn't want to restart it in that way. So we're starting off with the 4 of Wands. Let me do my little spiel about Gemini and how much I love Gemini. Geminis get a bad rap. For what reason? I don't know. I love me a good Gemini. One of my closest friends is a Gemini, and they are like so sociable. They really know how to work a room, if you will. Oh, we get the Ace of Swords again. Yay. That makes me happy. Know how to work a room. Super sociable. I think I just said that. And definitely flexible. So definitely one of my favorite astrological signs. Today, Mars and Uranus. 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups is in transit today. So let's see and hope that those planets are supporting us in this read today. Otherwise, here we go. All right, we have a full spread. Let's get into the reading. So we have the 4 of Wands surrounded by the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So you have a natural progression going on right here. Ace, 1, 2, 2. With the 4 of Wands, you see that there's some type of celebration going on. A lot of people tend to think that this is a wedding because of the wreath. This shows like the Jewish chuppah, and it can very, very much be that. I think it is with the bouquets and everything like that. But there's some type of accomplishment that you are celebrating. Yeah, definitely celebrating an accomplishment. But I think the interesting thing around it is that just as you're celebrating this accomplishment and this achievement, this success, you're going straight into a new journey, symbolized by the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a new beginning, and of course it's a Gemini reading, so none other than the Ace of Swords would come out because swords symbolize air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So there's some type of new beginning happening. Since you came out as the 4 of Wands, I wonder if this is a creative beginning, but also with the Ace of Swords, you can very much be starting a new type of project or a new type of journey that is really, this wanted to pop, but it didn't. A new type of journey, but it's really having to do with your communication and your words. And one thing about it, two things for sure, Gemini, you know them words. I'm thinking about my one friend, and they're just so eloquent. The Gemini friend, so eloquent. The words that they like, just how do you even like string those words together? I have zero idea. And the Hermit. Well, technically we have 3 cards, so I will just put them to the side right here. Hopefully you can see them. Yes, you can see them. Lovely. And we'll stop pulling because we have more than enough cards right now. But I just like to shuffle. I think I have like a past life as like a card dealer. Maybe I was a gambler. Who knows? So you definitely have this new journey here. Also symbolized by the Fool. We're all the fools in this journey. This is where we start off, but this is not where we end. Definitely a hopeful one, but I think that you might be getting into your head a little bit with the Two of Swords. Or actually, I take that back. This is not what this particular Two of Swords is giving me. This Two of Swords is giving me, yes, she's blindfolded. Yes, she's protecting herself. But it's giving me more of like the self-protection that starts at the beginning of something new where you're not quite sure which way to go. Yeah, you're not quite sure which way to go yet. And I think there might be a little bit of an illusion going on with the Moon card. But definitely, a new journey. Might be trying to figure out, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I go up? Should I go down? And I think that's what's being shown here because she is blindfolded with the sea to the back and the moon to the back of her. You can see in the sky. This journey is going to present you with a lot of opportunities, a lot of different opportunities. You have the Seven of Cups here. And it's going to be important for you to ground and root yourself in this earth element. You have the Page of Pentacles here. So there's a lot of learning energy that's going on. But the beautiful thing is when we look at the Pentacles, you go from 1, 2, 3. You have people around you to support you in this journey. You won't be doing this by yourself. I think this was also supported by the Six of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely supported in this new journey. I think the Six of Cups is also talking about a little bit of your inner child. I think your inner child is actually going to be kind of guiding the ship. Isn't that such a cute idea? I think this some type of creative project is going to be guided by your inner child, and you'll have community around you as you do it. You do have the Eight of Swords, so there might be a little bit of fear that's present, but also with that fear, it's asking you to remember that you have all the wisdom that you need, as presented here with the Hermit. You have all the wisdom, all the knowledge that you need. Remember, the swords are knowledge, wisdom, ideas, thoughts. And so sometimes those thoughts can swirl in our head and you know, kind of make things cloudy I think that's what you have here with the moon. Make things a little bit cloudy, maybe a little bit of an illusion because of the thoughts that we have presented here in the Eight of Swords. But I think through careful self-reflection with the Hermit, careful self-reflection, that you're able to get out of this Eight of Swords energy and really hone in on this Ace of Swords and the Fool. Let's see. This might be a quick one. This might be a quick one. And anything I know about a Gemini is that they are a quick talker too. So maybe the quick talker gets a quick read today. I would definitely laugh at that, but none of the cards are coming out. Let's do one last shuffle. I do this type of shuffle, the one-overs, when nothing is coming out. And then if nothing comes out in this type of shuffle, I just cut the deck. I just cut the deck and pull. We might not need to pull another card, but we'll just see what energy is at the top. King of Wands, Nine of Wands. So this is definitely suggesting that there is some type of creative process, whether you're being, I love the wands because it just always makes me think of artists and creatives. I am one myself. One of my creative outlets is in the tarot. You definitely get to co-create with other people, with the cards, your future. And that's what I really love about tarot. But yeah, the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So this journey is definitely going to take a lot of effort. You're not going to come out of it unscathed. I don't think we ever come out of anything unscathed or untouched, right? I think as we go through journeys and we get touched by things, those are the imprints and the evidence that we went through something. Even something as simple as, and it doesn't have to be as like literal. You know, you're riding your bike as a kid and you get a scar on your knee. You fall off the bike and you get a scar. You had so much fun riding that bike. You took so much time to learn that bike, how to ride that bike. And you're left with a scar on your knee. And that scar is a story that you are able to tell as you continue on along your journey. So I don't think we ever go through anything untouched, unscathed, but I think those are the things that make your story even more vibrant. And it doesn't have to be something as literal as a scar. I wonder what this new journey is. Oh, let me flip this back over. It is definitely a creative journey. Are you creating with your words? Are you, you got the Six of Wands. Are you creating with your words? Are you a writer? Are you a content creator? Are you a social media strategist? Do you work in the communications department at your job? Are you a creative? Another wand, the Knight of Wands flipped and then flipped back. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely. So I think that this is going to be combining the energy of fire, uh, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, with Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Very, very interesting stuff. I please tell me in the comments if this is you. Tell me what you do. I want to know. I definitely want to know what it is that you do. Nothing else is coming out in the cards. You have the Two of Cups at the bottom. Let's flip over. Ooh, okay. Double cut. Yep. And you get another Wands. So, very interesting stuff. This is going to be definitely a new journey. Dealing with creativity, dealing with your communication. You'll have a lot of opportunities that come up for you. Come up. Cups. Seven of Cups. You have the Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, so you might also be learning as we go through these new journeys. We have to don the position of a learner. Even if we're coming with a certain amount of experience, there's always something new that we can learn. And I think that's very representative of the Ace of Swords, like learning, knowledge acquisition, those types of things. But you're bringing your wisdom with you as well, because this is not your first rodeo. You'll be doing this in community. You might have work partners, a work team. But I really highly encourage you to see this process as one that supports your inner child and inner child healing, if that's something that you're going through right now. You do have the Eight of Swords, so I would suggest not to let too many fears, perceived fears, anxieties get the best of you. And even though you're doing this in community, it is you who's doing the work, right? So that's why we have the Hermit out here. One last card for good measure. What is the general energy behind this? General energy behind this journey. I just love when we get an Ace and the Fool in the same reading. So okay, cut. Oh, I keep on getting double cuts. That's interesting. And then you have the Page of Cups. So yeah, you're definitely in this learning energy with the High Priestess at the bottom. Intuition, baby. You're going to be using your intuition when you get presented with these particular cups. Just trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. You can't go wrong with that. Overall, good reading. Please let me know what type of work it is that you do. Also, make sure you check out your astrological charts. Remember, we all have Gemini present, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising, or Gemini within your 12 houses. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. We're a growing channel, and I would love to be able to say that you were here with me from the bottom, in the trenches, in the gutter, as we build this thing up. So thank you again so much, Gemini. Good reading.